Hello everyone, so here's my top 5 energy stocks in Texas. And it's based on the fact that I know that there's been a lot of businesses and people moving from California to Texas. And so I believe that they're going to need power. So let's see which companies are benefiting from the mass exodus or from the growth that they're seeing in Texas. So this is CenterPoint Energy. You see on this day here it had a nice bar. This bar went down and pushed right back up. Our moving averages caught it. You got this 200 day right here that's going to probably act as a little bit of resistance, but I don't think very much, because if you look down here at our volume, we've been getting a lot of green bars coming into this stock. And so they've been pushing it. We got more green bars than red. So we know the money's coming in to push us higher. You got a resistance area up here at 31.57. So pay attention to that area when we get to that area in the future when it moves up that high. 31.46 is what I clicked, but 31.57 was the high back here on 6/21, 21st of June, 2024. So we want to get back, retest that 31.57, and hopefully get higher than that. We had a lot of consolidation back here between January and April. We had quite a bit of consolidation in this area right here. So we have some consolidation in here, so we know there's a good support area here, which is probably why they couldn't close it below that, because of all this support. And then also here there was a little more support here as well. So there's this big old area of support going on here, kept it from dropping down and closing down. And here we can see where it dropped down, found support at the 25.41 area over here, and then back over here as well. So we know that this area where it consolidated is still a good area for support. And in fact, it almost looks like it wanted the gap down here too. So we know this is still a good area of support. So let's look to see if it can get above 28.51 and get through, come back and find that support, and maybe go higher and retest this 31.46. If that could happen, maybe our next if we can get above the 31.46 and come back and retest that, then we know we'll be stronger and moving higher. But definitely watch out for the resistance area of 31.46, and make sure you get above 28.51 for support. Let's see if we can go out a little bit farther. Take a look real quick at our 10-year. So our 10-year, yeah, so we can see here on our 10-year that 31.46 is not a bad area of support. Right. I just changed it, 31.46 I think is what we had. Okay, 31.46, so we know it went up, hit that area, fell off, came back down into this area here, and this is on a monthly chart, so it took a whole month to do each of these bars. Okay, so let's not freak out looking at this because you know it's based on a month. And a month of bars. It's a lot of bars, a lot of years actually. Okay, so anyway, we know we got support in this area here. I didn't put the, dang it. Okay, at $19 of support, and then we had support at 25, which was a good support area. You can see where it bounced up here, bounced up in here, went up, came back, retested it, and then went, you know, and so that 3146 acted as resistance. It came back, and this time it blew through it, had a big sell-off here, which was probably around, yeah, 120, so COVID. And then it recovered, went back up. Now it's back up to where it fell off at during COVID, and it's trying to push higher again. So that's center point energy. Keep an eye on those areas that I mentioned before. You know, this we're gonna want to try to get up above this 2851, and let the support area and our 200-day act as support. Get up above there, come back, test it, make sure it's strong, and make sure it wants to continue to go higher. Once it gets higher and retest this 3146 area, we're probably going to get a little bit of a pullback, maybe right into here where we have this little bit of area of support right there. Maybe it wants to pull back there and then try to get higher and push through. Or you never know, it may just continue to get all this green coming in like here and just continue to flow and blow right through that and go higher. I don't really have enough information to see what type of push up and pull back we might have. I was trying to see if there was something that can give me maybe an indicator, but I don't see anything. And I want to get to the other four. I don't want to have you on here too long. So let's see. I'll see one more. Take one more look and see if I can see something. Yeah, no, it's just all this chatter in here. So you got the pullback, and so the push up and pull back, and this chatter. So we do know the consolidation areas. We want to get above that, find it as support, and then push up to that because we know there's a lot of resistance up here. So the main thing would just be to get up, retest this 2851, make sure it holds, and that we continue going higher. If we go up here and get through this 3146, make sure it becomes support, and then go higher. And then from there, we can probably decide, we can revisit this and see if we can figure out our, you know, our pullbacks and our push-ups. You know, but so far, I don't really see anything to give me really any good indication. But I do see that, you know, it has been as high as, you know, we've been, oh, that's 10 years. So that's our high of 3350. If I do max, then we got $50. So that's our goal, is to get back to this $50 mark and retest it. And if we could do that, it'd be golden. And I think another good thing about this these top 5 energies, I think most of them have a dividend. Most of them pay a dividend, and dividends are always great if you like holding long term. Short term, look for that 3146, and then a retest of it. If it holds, then you can, you know, hold on to it a little bit longer. But that's not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell anything. It's up to you to make your own decision. So I'll try to stay away from saying those type of things. All right, so that's Center Point, ticker symbol CNP, Charlie November Papa. Next up is Texas New Mexico Power, TXNM Energy, and I think it's a new company or something, because there's really no data. If you look over here, it's kind of just popped up here from back over here. So let's go back down, and this is on the monthly chart. So we go back to the yearly. Let's take a look at the 5-year. Yeah, so see 5-year only go back as far as 2024. So this year, I'll probably have to look deeper into that. But as you can see, the power company in Texas is doing pretty well. This is TXNM, and I don't have any data for it other than it's just been green, continuing to climb higher. So keep an eye on it. Next up is Sempra, ticker symbol SRE. And Sempra Energy, you can see it's been continually climbing in the last 5 years. Let's take a look at the 1 year. So over the past year, it's just been following this trend line, the 150 day. It tried to get above the 200 at one point, couldn't hang on, popped underneath it. 200 acted as resistance. Then it finally got back to this area back down here of support, in which it, at that point, just didn't even get, it got close to it, but it was about $5 away. And then it decided to turn around and retest that 200 day. And this time it got through it. All these green bars came in, so they started dumping money into this company, started making money. And if you look here also, we could probably kind of say it was consolidating here. You know, we could call that a consolidation. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it is definitely some consolidation. So if you look at a monthly time frame, you would say that probably would look totally different, and it probably would just look like those bars that passed through it actually didn't even do that. They just stopped at it, or didn't even close below it. I'm going to activate this and put it where I really want it, which is right there. Alright, so we had that consolidation in there, and then it dropped out and then just blew up through it. And then tested it as support for a second, a hot second. It didn't even test it very long. And maybe 2 bars. Well, I'd say 3 bars, 4 bars. Because this bar here actually, if I pulled it down, would close. This bar here closed on it or through it or whatever, and then this bar came back and retested it, that bar retested it, and that bar. So 4 bar test ain't bad. Plus, you know, you look back here in the past and it was acting as support as well. So it pushed through here, gone up. We got our 9 day, we got our 20 day, and we have our 150, and it seems to be respecting that 150 here. If you follow it through here, it seems to respect the 150, so that could be our long-term support. And then we use the short-term support as the 20 day and the 9. You can see here it followed the 9, and the 20 day just kind of went along with it. Then we had the so we have the 9 and the 20 day acting as support here in this area. So keep an eye on that. Got a high of 84.28 here that we need to retest. So we need to get through there and recheck. And we may just blow through it, or may come back and retest it as support. But we definitely have some pullback here that we might be able to take and get an idea this time on this one. So let's see that little pullback there. Could probably, oh yeah, right there on top of our, didn't use it, but let's make it thicker. So take that and put it up here somewhere, and then take that move to there is similar to this move here. Let's see. Yeah. So that one's a little longer, but it's not bad. So we can get that. We actually didn't even go back down there. We started from here. Okay. Maybe something like that for Sempra Energy, SRE. So we're looking at maybe a high of 90 sometime around the end of the year. Oh, that's November, so maybe in November. Depending on how much we move. Our biggest bar is this one here, which was a sell-off. And it was a 78 to 79, so a dollar something. So it looks like a big bar, but it really wasn't. The stock clearly doesn't really move much in a day. Here's a green bar back here on November or December 2023, and it moved. Let's see, a low of 73.58, high of 76. So that one was about a $3 bar. So we know it can move $3 when it wants, or when it has in the past. It moved at least $3. So $3 will get us from where we are at this moment, 82. $3 will get us at 85. 85 will get us above that. So that could be our next bar, can get us up above 84.38. Another bar next to that will give us up much higher, which gives us room to come back and retest that previous high as support. So yeah, so Monday, Tuesday up here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up here somewhere. And then Thursday, pullback. Friday, take off again. So yeah, Sempra looks like it wants to continue to go higher. This thing's been moving pretty good. So it's standing above the moving averages. It's standing above the 200-day. As long as it stays above that 200-day, you can look for it to continue to go higher. So that's my take on Sempra Energy. Look for this in the future. And next up is AEP. America Electric Power Company. And it's another one that's continuing to go. These are Texas energy companies, and look at them grow. So this one, 2023, went up, came back, retested at 200, and took off. 150 has been respecting it didn't really respect the 150 here, but it did respect the support area of these two tops. That acted as that were sell double tops. I'm sorry, that's the term I was looking for. These two double tops. Okay, so we had these two double tops, just rejected it, came back down into here, 200-day caught it, gave us some support. These were some support areas in here. Maybe right in here. And support areas don't have to be, it just be a general area. No, it's not really set in stone. It's just a general area. I like to make it nice and thick, just to show that it's a general area. But you could tell that this is a good area, because a lot of times it went up and stopped, came down and stopped, went up, stopped, went through, went back up, stopped. So you can see where the stock has been trading, and it's been hitting that area, and that area has been either supporting it or resisting it. So we hit this 86.31, came back, retested it as support, and took off again. So we had our high up here, 104.41. Which we've already tested it once, tested it twice, tested it a third time. And either 4 times is going to be a charm, or we're going to come back down in here, regroup, and go back up and try it again. So I would wait to see what happens with this one once it got over the 104.31 and use it as support, and it held as support before I would jump into this, because of this big old gap between the 200, the 150, the 20, and the 9. A lot of times all that space needs to be reconciled. You need to come back and check in with the mothership before going higher, or before going further, or come back and load up with more fuel to run higher. So be careful here. All right. And yeah, patience is going to be in this one. This area here is going to be patience. Have some patience. Don't just jump in there thinking it's going to leave you behind. I have a feeling if it does go, it's going to come back and retest this, because of how many times it's already tested it. Let's see, let's go to max. Oh shoot, this thing has been running for days. It started back here on March of 2009, and this has been going, almost gone. Oh, look at that though. Yep, resistance area for sure. That 103. Oops, cancel. Activate it. Alright, so we know for sure this is a good area of resistance is 104. Hit 105.16 and fell off all the way back down here on the monthly chart. All the way back down to $74. Unless it did a split. I don't see any splits down here in the chart, so that's just some straight hit that wall. So 104 area is a good area of resistance, and 74.33 is a good area of support, along with these other areas of support. But it's almost just, I mean, right now it's looking like it's just consolidating in between 104 and 74. So $30 move if you can catch it down here again. So yeah, this one might take a little patience, but it can definitely be a money maker if you can catch it right. All right, so that's AEP, American Electric Power. Last on the list is Oracle. Now, Oracle, as you can see, is another runner, another bub banger. It's got some, let's see what's happening here. Resistance area, here, support, resistance area. Okay, and then there, support in there. And let's go back down to see what we're looking at on the yearly. And shoot, that is wild. Look at all these gaps. Gapped up, pulled back, filled it, gapped up, came back, filled it, and now it's got another gap, which is going to probably be reconciled at some point here in the future. Gapped up here. Okay, 143 went $10. It jumped up. 10 buckaroonies. All right, so we have this here, which remember I set this up way back over there, so we know that this is a good support area. Support area. Give it a 5, give it a high 5. And then we got the gap here to there, which is another indicator of a support area right in there. But we're not going to put it in there because we'll worry about that if this should continue to fall off. It hit that high of 179.94 and said, nope, no more. Ain't gonna do it. 173.94. And it's my new high, so it's gonna be white. All right. These are gray. So these windows, like back here, like to get closed before going higher. Like back here, close that window. So this window being open, most likely is going to want to be closed at some point before going higher. This bar here is a pretty big bar. That bar, let's see, high of 173.94, low of 161. So that was a big bar. 161. So we can easily close that gap if we can get, oh wait a minute, I want this. what the heck is this thing doing? Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. I see what's going on. It tricked me. It thought I was gonna let me do this. Can't hardly see that sucker. There we go. So that bar that we can, oh my goodness. Hate when that happens. So that bar, if we can get it, let's see. So this one opened at 173 and closed at 162.03. About right there. So this one, Monday, might do that. And we're almost closed, huh? Yeah, let's get another one. Right? That's our possibility to close that. 2 more of these bars. Or 1 more of these and then half of that. And we can start our climb again. Start the climb again. And they've really been dumping money into this thing, though, I tell you. Big bucks have been coming in. Maybe we'll get something like that instead. What we got here? 1 year. Alright, let's change our expansion. Didn't change much. Let's see, get a little wider. Expansion again. Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't need all of this over here. Let's just get what we need. Let's try 6 months and see if that does anything better. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we can get that, get a copy of this, come back, retest this, then most likely get another pullback. Pullback, let's see. 6 months. Pullback, like this one maybe? Oh, look at that. Right, and get another one of these. Something like that. If we can get something like that, that'll put us at about 186 by 12/5/2024. I mean, it's possible, yeah. So that's Oracle. Oracle is it's not really an electric company or a power company, but they do, their cloud stuff. And so they're working with the city of Lubbock, Texas, to help with their electricity infrastructure. So that's why I put them on the top 5, because they are working with the electric company in Lubbock, the city of Lubbock. So, and Oracle has been a good company for a while now, as you could tell from what we were showing previously. So yeah, that's 173. If we get back down here, 133. So what's that? $40 move to get back and retest that high. If we can get it down here. So $40 ain't bad. Of course, $130 stop ain't cheap. So that's my update, or my take on the top 5, my top 5 energy companies in Texas, because, like I said, people in Texas are gonna need energy, and if everybody's moving to Texas, then these energy companies are gonna be stepping it up. I'll do one on the water companies too in Texas, because this is these are mostly, your SMUD and your PG&E, or whatever they call it wherever you live. But in California, it's PG&E and SMUD. So that's Texas's version. Okay, well, thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you on the next one.